Oh, sorry. I went to another screen. Hey there, all you girls, boys, and non-binaries out there. This is your boy Ron Dawson coming at you with another episode of Dungeons and Dragons with my fellow colleagues in crime, JD, Jevon, and Adu. And so lots of stuff going down this week. I think this week is the inflection point where people will say the 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 relative amount of time you got out of America to this week was whether those who get out versus those who don't. And what I mean by that is when you look throughout history, the people who have escaped authoritarian regimes, there was like a moment where like in order to get out in time, you have to do it when it feels like it's too soon. Where you feel like you're being hyperbolic about what's happening in the country, where people will look at you kind of cross-eyed or like you're taking it too seriously. Because by the time you realize it actually is time to get out, then it's too late. It's too late. I kind of feel like this week is the week where people will look back and say, the sooner you got out after what happened this week, the better chance you had at getting out before it was too late. Because I am more and more convinced this president wants to incite a civil war. Because
for sure,
every other president, Republican, Democrat, in a time like this, and of course we're talking about, as of this recording, the assassination of Charlie Kirk a few days ago. Since that they've caught the person who did it, it was not a radical left, as the right was saying. It was alleged. It was a man. The alleged shooter was a man who grew up in a conservative, Christian, gun-toting, gun-loving household. And now all of a sudden, thoughts and prayers for his poor, tortured soul. Prior to them knowing who it was them, and we had to get him. Now they know who it is.
Although
they're gonna be putting up pictures of when he was an Eagle Scout, and you know.
And what happened? It must have been all those integrated schools he went.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so. And of course, every other president at the time,
like he read, C. Spot Run or Mark Twain or something.
Right. Any other time like this, a president would try to be uniting the country.
No,
we have a president who's
not our orange clown. He stokes those fires of division.
I know. What did you all think? Like when you first heard the news? When I first saw it, I saw like a Twitter announcement that he was shot. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like, oh, that supposed to be one of the.
When I first saw it, I said, and he is. I never heard of the guy until Wednesday.
Yeah.
You had never heard of Charlie Kirk?
No. Why would I?
Yeah, my dad did about 75% of the country, right?
Yeah, my mom had never heard of him. My mom was like, "Who's that?" And then I only know of him because the girl, my daughters are in high school. And he's always like challenging high school kids to debate. It's like, so they knew he's a dick online who says all kinds of bad, hateful stuff. But I didn't know him. I'd never.
The college dropout challenging high school.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like.
No, he challenges college students, to be clear. He doesn't go to high school.
Okay, but he's 31.
I know. I actually thought he was older. I was surprised.
Yeah, he looked 45.
I thought he was way older, dude. He looked like he was 51.
Yeah.
Like 31?
I wouldn't say 51. He definitely looks older than 31.
No, he did not look 31.
No, I know. I agree. I was shocked. I legit thought maybe he was late 30s, early 40s.
The first time I saw him the first time that I really knew who he was seeing the video of him being shot, to tell you the truth.
John, you didn't even know about him?
I knew his name, but I didn't know his rhetoric, except for the one line that he had spoken. It's pretty popular. He was talking to a young black woman, like across the table, as he does, and said, "Wouldn't black people would just be better off if slavery was still around?" And she's just sitting there with her mouth open, and I was like, "So am I." For you to,
was he being serious?
No, he was being serious.
It was a Jubilee. It was a Jubilee video, right? Wasn't it Jubilee, Jevon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he specifically said it. He was being serious. He tried to reason it out, and I was like, wow. And then I found others about him, people are saying this is the Gilead or whatever, because he's saying stuff about women and specifically liberal women.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I don't want anybody dead, but I also don't mourn him per se.
Yeah.
I had seen him.
Yeah. Dude's audio.
I do. Your audio. Did you hit mute again?
Did you hit mute again? We know
he might be having technical difficulties. He also is kind of pixelated. Sound. Say, there you are. There you are.
Yeah.
All right,
okay, now, dude, I need you not to touch the mute button anymore.
Sorry. No. Listen, what I was saying was, I feel like guys like Mr. Kirk were whatever, however you want to refer to him. Look, he's smart enough to know how to get a reaction out of people. I mean, if you say enough inflammatory content, you're going to get a reaction. But it's all based on either what he believes or what he believes will get a reaction. I mean, it's like, it's based, there's no fact for him to say like, oh, if I see that there's a black pilot flying the plane that I'm about to get onto, I'm going to question whether he's qualified or not. Like, who is he to question any pilot? Can he fly a plane? No. Like, who are you to question anybody? So it's just like, if you say enough inflammatory stuff, yeah, you're going to get a reaction, and, people are going to respond to it and latch on to it and whatever. But I don't know. The fact that, flying flags at half mast, like, sorry, who is he? What did he do for our country? Like, stop. I get that he personally helped, President Trump get votes and whatnot. But, to prop this guy up like he's some sort of hero is stop. And look, I get why his wife is upset and grieving, but again, like, to say what she said about you have no idea what you unleashed, like, what does that mean? Who is that a threat to? It sounds like a threat, and then it's like, who is it a threat to?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
I had seen him a few times. Like, I would pick up clips here and there on X. And I it's just, to me, another knucklehead. The sad thing is, or I don't know if it's sad, but the crazy thing is when I can't think of one clip of him where I didn't look at him and say, this guy's a moron. Like, what is he talking? Like, it's like, to your point of view, like, he's just saying inflammatory stuff to get, hey, slavery's great. Let's have
sound just
minds out.
JD.
No, I hear yours.
Now it's
okay. I think
maybe it was just on my
I think you got something going on, dude, because you also, when you were talking, you were a couple seconds behind, or like a second behind. But anyway, I'm just saying that, so it's, again, like, I'm like Jevon, man. I don't want anybody to get killed, because just as easily as we can hate what he's saying, someone can hate what Ron is saying or what I'm saying or whatever. And it doesn't mean they should come out and shoot me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he should be able to say whatever he wants to say. I'm not worried about that. Just put, challenge him, debate better. That was the one thing I think I saw. He had a motto that said debate better or whatever. And it's like, well, yeah, that's the whole point. It's like, if he's going to challenge, the one thing is, which I don't want to say I'm going to give him props, but it's like he would go to all kind of college campuses and challenge anybody and let anybody hit the mic and argue with them.
Did he ever go to an HBCU? Did he ever debate?
I think he might have.
Did he ever debate Cornell?
I don't know if he would have been invited. I don't think it would have been. But
I feel like he went to very conservative campuses where he already had a following, and so even to debate someone in that setting, he already has the advantage because the crowd is already on his side.
But the thing is, it's like a lot of.
The person debating him then has to win over the people. Like, did he ever debate in a neutral site?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. It's like, a lot of liberal, quote unquote, liberal colleges, they won't invite him or they won't allow him on. There's so much.
But it doesn't even have to be a liberal.
I know.
Let's go to a neutral.
But he has But he did do that. He did Jubilee. He did go to a lot of places where,
I don't know what Jubilee.
It's like it's a popular thing. Yeah, it's crazy because like
want some good Filipino fried chicken.
There's this one cat that just came on the book this week. He's a Muslim brother. He used to work on MSNBC. I apologize, I'm forgetting his name, but
not Zakari.
No. It's not MSNBC. He got fired. He was on MSNBC. He had a show for a minute. He got fired, and now he just come out with the book. He's a great. It's about arguing.
Not Ali Velshi.
No, he was just on a breakfast.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's a debater, right?
Yeah, he was just. But he went on. Here's the other thing. He pointed out about Jubilee. It's like when liberals go on to Jubilee, they have a good faith. It's a good faith argument. So when like Charlie Kirk or Ben Shapiro go on, you have these liberals that are really earnestly trying to argue with him. But then when this guy went on, he went on to Jubilee, and everyone's like, I love racism. Get out of here. You're not part of our country. It's like they would just say all the craziest inflammatory.
You don't belong here.
All that stuff. And so he couldn't even have an argument. He's like, but he didn't realize that because the Jubilees you saw before were like on the
Jubilee is a platform.
It's a show.
It's a YouTube.
Yeah,
okay. It's a YouTube.
I'm not familiar with it.
So it's a popular YouTube channel.
It's almost like someone's playing chess and someone will make an argument and you hit the timer and someone else gets turned and they go back and forth in an argument, and then all around them is a group of people. So the idea is that we have this. It's the community square, and there's the community behind you. So you have all sorts of people from the community listening in on this argument, and they can kind of chant in, or they're there, and I guess someone will come down from the crowd and argue against.
The concept of surrounded is that you have one person with one ideological stance against 20 people of the opposite. So it'd be like Charlie Kirk against 20. Radical liberals or whatever.
Radical? Do they have to be radical, or do they just have to be reasonable?
They're usually put.
You're talking about someone who was unreasonable,
right? Or they'll have recently had.
I would say he was radical. He was radical. Charlie Kirk was radical.
Unreasonable radical.
Caught up on it. My point is they'll put a incendiary title.
Got it.
And so they had Jordan Peterson against 20 atheists. Although originally it was supposed to be one Christian against 20 atheists, but he doesn't like to call himself a Christian, so they changed it to Jordan Peterson against 20. So it's something like that. So Charlie Kirk was like Charlie Kirk against 20. I think it was
basically
they recently had Amanda Seales. They recently had Amanda Seales against 20 conservative blacks or something like that.
20 sane people.
Wow. No.
Why you going in on Amanda, dude?
20 people who have not been arrested for 5150.
Anyway, back to Charlie Kirk. He actually did a popular debate at Cambridge. He went to Cambridge and they toasted him.
Cambridge, very conservative.
No, dude.
No.
It wasn't like that at all. He went up against like liberal British students and they toasted him. Like one in particular was this woman, had to be 20-something. And their thing was more about like feminism and whatnot. Hers went the most viral because she just had a quick answer for every stupid thing that he said.
Right.
But it was clear that when he was in an environment of
educated
students, he knew.
You get toasted.
No chance. I mean, he was a populist. He was not an intellectual, but he's being propped up.
Yeah, I mean, most Americans have a 6th grade reading level, so it's like, I mean,
and that's the other thing about his debates. He doesn't debate debaters. He debates people that are coming down from the audience that just want to say something.
Yeah.
Like if he went up against not the Cornell West,
responding to him.
Yeah, he goes up against somebody that has.
And he has a prepared agenda. Again, had Charlie Kirk, booked some dates in Watts, in South Central, in East LA, I'd say, all right. Charlie was out there doing, challenging anyone. The fact that he was in mostly conservative locations, I mean, it was basically his production. He went in, he set it up. It was, the crowd that was there was mostly there to see him and support him. That little, I mean, come on. It's not like this dude was just going all over the country, whenever, wherever, saying, hey, I'm here for an open debate. and I'm reading these articles that are like, oh, and sometimes his views would be changed, and it's like, well, God, I would hope so because his views were effed up. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, I know he did. To your point, dude, I think he did do a lot of, conservative stops. But he also, like, recently he was on, like, the Gavin...
Utah Valley University?
No.
I mean, come on, dude.
To my point, that's what I just said. But I'm just saying, he also went, like, he went on Gavin Newsom.
The Mormon Mafia.
Yeah, he went on Gavin Newsom. He tried to get out there. The problem is that he was so controversial that a lot of people didn't want to,
Didn't want to touch it.
Yeah, but but some people would. Some people on leaning left would, like Bill Maher or Gavin Newsom or whatever.
Ron's having an LSD.
Wait, what did he say?
He said you're on the same.
He said you're having an LSD trip for some reason. I didn't catch what you did. All right. Well, anyways, I would just say we should wrap it up because hey man, people shouldn't be shot for whatever they say. It's like if you don't like what motherfuckers are saying, then argue with them.
No, right. Did deserve to be killed. Coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, shot with the same caliber as Martin Luther King.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Who he said was a terrible person.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Right.
How dare he argue for peace and nonviolence?
Again, I didn't follow him, but every clip I've seen of this cat, I'm like, yo, this dude's off the deep end. He's talking crazy.
Just say something incendiary, and then we'll get followers.
Yeah.
White
power! White power! White power now! White power forever! Let's send this podcast to the stratosphere.
That's why that whole Chappelle skit is brilliant. The black white supremacist,
right?
I mean, come on,
Jasper, this nigger's about.
Anyway,
damn no gooders.
Anyway, he was a horrible, repugnant person, but he didn't deserve to go out like that. People need to be able to...
Nobody deserves that. Freedom of speech, man. I wholeheartedly argue freedom of speech. Say what you want, but there are people. Hey, there might be people out there who don't like what we're saying right now.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you never know who's out there, how they're going to respond, but is not justified by any means. I mean, as horrible as the things he said were, he did not deserve that response. I mean, nobody has the right to take somebody else's life.
Yeah.
The huge one last point though, the huge irony in all that is he espoused saying that it's practical to have some people die in a country where you have the gun law. The Second Amendment. It's like he's like
right.
He said the price is some people have to die. Now he specifically said some children because I think he was referring to school shootings and whatnot.
Yeah.
And arguing that, we should still have, the right to bear arms. Fine.
Hey,
dude.
He was front line. One thing, he paid it. He was front line. So it's like, he's about it.
You should have no problem with it. And I would think his family would have no problem with it. Like if they're down, if they believed what he believed, like that.
Because otherwise it's like he's saying that, but what, he's special and he shouldn't get shot?
Yeah, otherwise you're just a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, most of them are. I mean, lots of people are, but
who is
the
them? Who is them, Ron? Who is them?
It's off the charts.
It's off the charts. Anyway, all right. Enough about
Ron just
Charlie Kirk.
changed his peephole location.
I had to. I got to get close to the plug.
Hey.
Ooh, what kind of plug?
Hey, yo, pause.
The plug for the laptop.
What kind of plug we talking about?
It's losing power.
You guys are dirty.
What?
You guys are dirty little birdie.
What are you talking about?
Sexel. Oh, you got the rally cap on now. Got the rally cap.
Turn around. Just get a whole new look.
Got his bro energy going.
You got the no gooder hat on. You got to flip it around.
The no gooder.
The last topic we'll discuss is, so I know fantasy football season is starting.
Huge.
It started.
Someone just?
It's not starting.
Yeah, it has started.
It has started.
Okay, it started.
There's a demarcation line on it. It starts on a certain day. It doesn't kind of get going.
What day did it start?
It starts
last Thursday.
NFL starts September 10th.
So
September 10th.
We're in the starting phase of it. Like it's.
Yeah, but you only have
when you say that you say a lot about yourself. When you say it like that, it makes it sounds weird.
And you've insulted millions of fantasy football players.
There's more fantasy football players than Charlie Kirk.
I'm just saying, there might be one with a 30 hot.
Yeah. There's more fantasy football players than Downton Abbey fans, probably.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know for sure, but
all right. Now, we'll start with a dude.
Yes.
Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. How does fantasy football
Isn't that how I explain everything to you? How does fantasy football work? Pretend.
Yes.
Pretend that you. No, I'm explaining it to you like legit. So pretend. So there's an NFL, the National Football League. There are all these players that exist in that. So now you have a format, a game, a platform where you can you have a roster that you have to fill, different positions: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, whatnot. You can choose any player. So then you form a league. First, you form a league. You and 5, 6, 8 other friends form a league.
Do you put a name on this league?
Yes.
Is it just
name the league? You form this group.
Hey, dude, represent our league. What's the name of our league? What's the name?
That would be the Click Fantasy Football League. We're going strong for 13 seasons. Going
strong.
Click.
Ain't nobody fucking with my click.
So
click.
Form this league.
Just to be clear, he's saying click, not click.
Click.
Ron, where's your head at today, Ron? Where are you at? What space are you in, dude?
Dirty. I mean, I know sex sells,
right.
Ron, but damn.
Dang.
Can we tamp it down?
We're talking about plugs and clits. I'm like,
Ron Kirk. We got Ron Dice.
Ronnie Kirk up in here. Last week we had Ronnie Lott. Now we got Ronnie Kirk.
Right. Or Ronnie Dorsett.
Anyway,
that was a
all
lie.
right. So you form a league.
So you form a league, and then you proceed to fill out your roster by choosing a player that you want at a certain position. Now, only one person can choose that player. But once that player is chosen, they are on that person's roster. It goes to the next person. They choose a player. Until you fill out your roster, once the season starts, you then choose which player. And you have more players than you need to play at any given time. So you may have a roster of 15 players, but you only need to play 10. So then you'll choose which player you want to start. It coincides with the real NFL game that's going on that day.
Right.
You choose which player you want to start, and you see how they perform. And you get points for touchdowns. If you're starting a quarterback, so if you have a quarterback who throws 2 touchdowns, you get points. The assigned amount of points in your league for those touchdowns. You may have a running back. And you also get points for yards. If your running back runs for 50 yards or 60 yards and scores a touchdown, you get. And the person with the most points, you go head to head. So one player plays another player, and if there's 8 or 10 players in a league, you have 4 or 5 pairs playing each other, and the person with the most points wins that week. So if you have a league of 10 people, you're going to have 5 winners and 5 losers.
Oh, okay.
That continues.
8 teams.
Yeah, you go head to head.
Yeah.
Most leagues are head to head. Some are like top scorer, and it just goes down like that. So if you have the most points, you win the week. But most are head to head format.
So you can win even if none of your players technically make touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean the easiest way to score points is touchdowns, because you get the.
Is it like Quidditch?
Quidditch, yes, it's exactly like that.
Hear me. I know. Just hear me out.
No, I know what you're saying.
No, this is perfect because this is like
in Quidditch you get points.
Yeah,
because in Quidditch you get points.
This is how Ron sees it.
So imagine you got Hufflepuff going against Ravenclaw.
I'm on my broom right now, and I'm flying.
Just hear me out.
Snitch,
Is
that what the little
snakes?
Did you say snitch or clit? What are you saying, dude?
Did you say snitch or clit?
Are you riding on a broom or a plug? What's going on?
What?
This never,
And where is this said broom?
you don't get Quidditch. You get points if you knock people off or if you make a goal.
Yeah.
But if you catch the snitch, you get
a lot of points.
Yes.
So like it sounds like if you make touchdowns, you get a whole bunch of points.
It's not like
you understand how football works, right?
Of course. But usually in football, you only get points if you make a touchdown.
Right.
Or
if you get a field goal.
So but here's the thing.
You
get added points though. Like in our fantasy, we have a PPR league. So like if somebody catches a pass, they get a point for catching a pass. If a running back runs 1 yard, they get a tenth of a point. If they run obviously 10 yards, they get a point. So there's other ways that you don't get those points in an actual football game. Usually in a football game, you just get your touchdowns.
No, I got that part. I got that part. That's the thing. In fantasy football, you can get points
field goals
without getting a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then, so how does the betting work? Because I've heard like on podcasts, like I listen to podcasts like on the Ringer,
like
they have a whole fantasy football podcast.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you can put
the
money
betting is
into
you're
it.
just betting that a player will accomplish a certain goal. Like if you're saying Joe Burrow, who's the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, will throw 2 touchdowns, you're betting on that proposition that he'll throw 2 touchdowns.
But you can also,
and it's tied in with fantasy because
But they do have like fantasy too. Like if you go and you set up a league or a team, you get in a league and you can win that way as well. You can play against other people.
You can like say, Joe Burrow would be the top fantasy scoring quarterback this week.
Or you can make an online league. Like people don't know each other, and then people can also bet money in that league against each other.
Yeah, it could just be a public league.
Yeah.
So I assume it sounds like you could join a public league. Like I'm sure, like there's online websites where you can play.
FanDraft. FanDraft is. I don't know. What is it?
ESPN,
FanDuel,
Yahoo, FanDuel.
There's a ton of them. Man. It's huge now. It's
I've heard of it.
big business.
So how do you determine who gets to pick first? You just draw straws?
It's random determination.
Like in our league, we had it where the person by order of least to best to try to keep things equal.
Yeah, like where you finished the season.
We did have it where like the person who came in last got to pick first, just to try to equal it out. But now we went back to random this year.
We did that for a couple of seasons, but
yeah,
the majority of us prefer just random order.
That's cool.
We were tired of the losers getting the first pick all the time.
So out of the three,
they weren't doing anything with it.
Right.
Maybe every week
they got first pick. We kept losing.
Okay, maybe every week we can have a check-in. Out of the three of you, who's winning?
All right.
I believe JD
has the most points.
Yeah, JD has.
We're all 1-0, I think.
We're all 1-0, but JD has scored the most points of the.
What do you mean you're 1-0?
We all won last week.
Because we have 12. We have 12 people.
Oh, you won against your head-to-head.
Yes.
We beat our opponent. Yeah.
Got it. But JD has the most points. What's more important?
Well, winning is always important.
I mean, you have to win.
Yeah.
Like because you can score a lot of points and still lose. Exactly.
You just want to make it to the playoffs.
Come into play
because
there's
sorry.
Here because it determines like if you're tied with someone in wins, your points are the first tiebreaker.
Yes.
Got it.
Like so whoever has the most points, like if we were all tied, if we were all 4-0 in our wins, but one of us had more points.
Is every NFL team playing every week? And if not, isn't that unfair for people who have people on that team? Because then you can't get any points.
First 4 weeks, every NFL team plays. Bye weeks start in week 5, and it's usually 4 teams at a time. Well,
it could depend.
It's not usually. It's anywhere between 4 and 8 teams that will be off a certain week.
Yeah,
and that's when coaching comes into play. I suppose you are going to pick. You're going to have your core players that you always choose, but like Edu was saying, you have a bench of players, 5 or 6 or something, that you can sub in whenever you want to sub them in, and you probably try to get players on different teams so that when those weeks come, you're not scrambling to try to find.
Everybody is on your team isn't off that week.
It's like team management.
That's where management and roster construction come in.
You don't want to go to the draft and pick 5 people that all have the same bye week. You're in trouble.
Well, this is fascinating. I can now follow along.
It's no Downton Abbey. It's no Downton Abbey, but it is fascinating.
It's Downton Abbey or K-pop demon hunters, but hey, what is
Yeah.
All right, here's
it's no Taylor Swift concert, but
that's all.
Exactly.
All right, here's a real question. What do you think is bigger, K-pop demon hunters or fantasy football?
Fantasy football by far.
Not even close.
Yeah. Fantasy football will exist.
I believe you.
Far longer than K-pop demon hunters will be popular.
Are they even talking about
K-pop? Football's been around since the 60s.
No, I believe
since the third, whatever.
We're doing it on grid paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantasy football has been around that long?
It's been around forever.
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They used to do it on paper before the internet. They were still doing it. It was super.
Back then, it was only like the super
nerdy
like mathematician nerds.
Yeah, and I think baseball.
Statistics.
And I think baseball might have been even before football.
Baseball was the first fantasy sport.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Baseball is also the oldest American sport. So.
Yeah. And the most that deals with records and statistics.
Is there fantasy football soccer, like football abroad? Like, is there a fantasy soccer?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's fantasy golf.
Yeah, we used to play fantasy golf.
We used to play fantasy golf. You pick your foursome.
Me, Yolanda, Teresa, and a dude had a little league.
Wow.
Well,
I knew it
between
was out there. I never played it.
plugs and clits, I think,
and snitches,
we covered the gamut.
Oh my! Yeah, that's a good title.
Oh my!
Wow.
Well, I appreciate the catch up. I feel like I'm well educated and versed on it now. I can now follow along as people talk about it. Like I'll know.
Yeah, that's why. Like Sundays, we're filming this on Sunday, and it's brutal because normally this time right now I'm watching the game, or
we be watching the game.
Yeah, it's like with my kids, it's been like Sundays have been all jacked up, and then we finally got to a point where they have a little bit more autonomy, so I don't have to drive them around or whatever. And now we're streaming. It's like, on Sunday.
That's great.
Can't catch
all right,
break.
well, be sure.
As the great George Takei would say, oh my.
Oh my.
Anyway, be sure to like this episode. Let us know in the comments, what did you think of Charlie Kirk? And let us know how you're doing. If you play fantasy football, let us know how you're doing. What's the name of your team?
And let us know what you think of Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah, we did a Downton Abbey episode.
If you are still in your angry black man mode, because Ron obviously is no longer in that mode.
While watching,
or is he?
No,
is he?
He's in his.
Oh, he is.
This is my angry black man mode.
Oh, this is.
Great. Keep
Believe it or not, yes. This is my angry black. This is my angry black man mode.
All right.
If you saw my TikToks, you would know. You would say, "Oh, that's an angry black man." According to some of my old white friends who missed, positive Ron.
Positive Ron.
Wow.
We miss friendly Ron. We miss nice Ron.
We're with white
when
safe.
You were white
Ron.
safe. You were white safe.
I was.
That's racist.
I still think
that's racist. That's racist.
I
white
think
safe. White safe is racist.
Yeah. I'm a white safe angry black man.
I don't think white safe is racist.
I think it's
I
racist.
think it's,
when you label anything a color, it's racist.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then we.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Caucasian safe.
Right.
This has been
Caucasus Mountain safe.
I'm Ron. Okay, I'm Ron.
I'm JD.
I'm Adu.
And I'm Jevon.
In the peephole.
Signing off.
Hey, Jevon, you got to keep that peephole, dude. That's the best one.
You got the peephole has to stay now.
It's got to stay.
I will keep it. I mean,
Now
I didn't do anything to get it, so I'll keep it.
The people have spoken.
He might not be able to change it. It might be
Right.
a fixture, permanent fixture.
Yeah, you got to sign off, Jevon.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Deebity.